Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The University of Guelph would like to acknowledge the Attawandaron people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and to offer respect to our Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. Paul Simon wrote the lyrics to a song that went like this: I am a rock, I am an island, and a rock feels no pain, and an island never cries. Graduates, in your time here at the University of Guelph, there have undoubtedly been times that you have experienced what Paul Simon writes about and indeed sings about. We've all had them, times of feeling absolutely alone. It is part of being human. But hopefully now, today, is not one of those times. Now is a time to celebrate not only your achievement, but also the people who have been instrumental in helping you to achieve those accomplishments. It is indeed a time of thanksgiving, a time of gratitude, knowing that you are not alone, that you are surrounded by people who care, who have offered support, love, indeed nourishment in its many forms. Parents, for example, family, for example. Yes, there are times that parents drive you nuts. I understand that. But they also offer love, encouragement, and they pay the bills. Roommates. I know there are times that roommates just drive you absolutely crazy, but they also teach you something about yourself that perhaps you hadn't known before. And your fellow classmates enter into this journey of learning and discovery with you. Faculty and staff, the people behind me, professors, teachers, TAs, some of them I think appear as tyrants to you sometimes, demanding yet another paper, when in reality they are human beings, trying to share their wisdom, their insight, their knowledge with you. The list goes on and on and on. People around the university, all the way from physical resources staff to the people who make your meals, people who have surrounded you, people for whom we can all give thanks. Yes, it is time to give thanks. It is a time for gratitude, a time for celebrating our wonderful need and reliance on each other. It is a time to give thanks to all that is sacred to us, or simply a time to give thanks in a spirit of love one to the other. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. Members of the board, honorary fellows and faculty of the university, families and friends of the graduands, and last, but certainly not least, graduands, welcome to the celebration of convocation at the University of Guelph. My name is Franco Vaccarino, and I have the honor of serving as the president and vice chancellor of this great university. and I'm privileged to welcome you to Convocation. I'd like to extend a particular welcome to this morning's special guest, Alan Joseph, who will be named an honorary professor emeritus. He will be introduced to you formally in a moment, but congratulations, Alan. As we begin today's convocation ceremony, I do believe that a few additional congratulatory remarks are in order. First off, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and you've made it. Well done and well deserved. And before we go on, graduates, there are a group of individuals here who I'm sure you will agree deserve your special attention. Graduates, I invite all of you to stand up, turn around, salute and applaud all those family members and friends who have supported you from the sidelines and throughout your time here at Guelph. This is your chance. Great. I love this view. Thank you. So in preparing this welcome, I reflected on the address I gave at my recent installation. And for those of you who don't know, I'm the newly installed president of the University of Guelph. I started officially on August the 1st. So this is my first convocation day, and this is my fourth convocation today. And during that installation, a central part of my message was about how this university has prepared you, our graduates, for this very moment and for the years that will follow. So let me share with you some of the thoughts I shared during that installation speech just a few weeks ago. I'm an optimist by nature, and in many ways we are living through what might be remembered as one of the most exciting and important periods throughout history. The world today is marked by unprecedented dynamicity, incredible advances in life sciences and physical sciences, in information and communications technology, in the sheer volume of discovery and knowledge. And through all this change, advances in the social sciences, the arts, and the humanities test our belief systems. They challenge our constructs against new and evolving societal contexts. And by doing so, they offer new information and perspectives that help us adapt to these changing realities. We're also witnessing disciplines and subject matter that had been isolated, coming together in fresh and exciting ways, like music and computer technology, healthcare and robotic engineering, manufacturing and agriculture. The interconnectedness of our world today makes knowledge more accessible and abundant than ever. This is accelerating discovery and new learning faster than many of us can even catch up to. So, what are the attributes of humans that will allow us to thrive in such dynamic and changing times? Well, they include the ability as individuals and as a university for us to adapt and to readapt in a healthy way to uncertainty and change. And by adaptation, I don't mean simply passive habituation. I'm referring to the act of very consciously and deliberately redefining ourselves based on what is going on around us. When faced with change, people adapt. Sometimes they adapt in healthy ways. Sometimes they adapt in less than healthy ways. The opportunity for you, our graduates, is to adapt to change in healthy ways, to undertake thoughtful analysis that will help uncover what I like to call the upside of uncertainty, the upside of change. This provides hope, provides inspiration and discovery. It's about taking uncertainty and change and turning it into something special. Within the context of today's world, an important part of our mission as a university has been to provide our students, you, our graduates, with an environment of broad perspectives and analysis and the opportunity for you to adapt in a healthy way to a changing world. Now, in pursuit of healthy adaptation, we must also remember and work to preserve and enhance what makes Guelph so unique: our integrity, our team and community spirit, characterized by the willingness to look out for our neighbors and to work together towards common goals, and demonstrated through our volunteer work across this beautiful city of Guelph and right around the world. How and what you choose to explore should be grounded in and guided by these timeless values. Our university has worked hard to provide you with tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of modern society, and to provide you, our graduates, with hope and clarity. We have tried to help instill an ability to adapt and indeed to thrive within a more ambiguous and ever-changing environment. And we've built a physical environment that has supported your campus experience, a campus experience that has exposed you to meaningful learning, world-renowned breakthroughs, and personal growth. Through all this, we've also kept in mind that the University of Guelph provided you with a home away from home during a key transition in your own personal journeys, during a key period of transformation in your own development. In short, we believe that your university has provided you with an important environment that has enhanced your learning and incubated new ideas by facilitating meaningful human interaction and productive collaboration. The debate and discussion encouraged by university environments goes beyond technical skills. It is in this physical space that you have developed the analytical and the soft skills that will serve you through each and every job you might have. What you have learned goes beyond teaching subject matter in the strict sense, and more towards the process of learning, learning to learn, adaptation, leadership, and creativity. As successful graduates, many of you will blend knowledge, mixing and matching ideas from separate disciplines. Your time at Guelph has provided you with the creative and intellectual skills to apply that knowledge in innovative, energizing, and in new and different ways. Now, as you enter this exciting next stage of your lives, I encourage you to draw on all your University of Guelph experiences and to bring the very best you have to offer to each and every experience you encounter, to your work life, to your personal relationships, and to your service to society. So thank you all for your hard work and for all the good things that you've brought to the University of Guelph, and congratulations on reaching this wonderful milestone. Thank you very much. Well done.
Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Alan Joseph for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Dr. Alan Joseph has been recognized today for a career as a distinguished and internationally recognized scholar in the fields of health services planning, rural community sustainability, and demographic change. Also for sustained and impactful contributions to university governance as both a long-serving Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, and prior to that as Chair of the Department of Geography. Strong leadership and commitment to the concerns and aspiration of students and colleagues alike were the hallmark of the characteristics of Dr. Joseph's service in administration. During his period as Dean, he had great success in consolidating and implementing a visionary strategy for a relatively young college during a time of significant growth and institutional change within the university. On the scholarly side, the volume and quality of Dr. Joseph's published works attest to a sustained research commitment that has had a significant impact in both the academic and policy arena in Canada and abroad. His research has helped call attention to the ways public policy decisions impact the provision of vital services such as healthcare and education, and how marginalized people experience such change. His more recent work has focused on the political, economic, and social changes that affect the vitality and viability of rural communities and the lives of people that inhabit them, often with a particular interest in the experience of elderly persons. Dr. Joseph's ongoing research continues to explore the social and community dimensions of rural change, and also a variety of issues surrounding the potential for the repurposing of public institutions such as former psychiatric hospitals as new sites for economic activity and community engagement. Over the entirety of his research career, which he somehow managed to keep alive and well over nearly 2 decades of administrative service, Dr. Joseph's work attracted consistent support from national and provincial granting agencies, as well as a variety of international sources. When the entire body of work is considered, it is not surprising that Alan Joseph has been and remains an influential voice in social geography, healthcare restructuring, and social gerontology. In well-deserved recognition of his outstanding and ongoing contribution to both the scholarly community and the University of Guelph, I ask you, Mr. Vice-Chancellor, to confer upon Alan Joseph the distinction of University Professor Emeritus.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I have the honor to name you University Professor Emeritus. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Terrific. I'd now like to ask Professor Joseph to address and give his convocation address. Thank you.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, family and friends of graduates, and of course graduands, I'm delighted to be speaking to you today. I last had the honor of addressing convocation a brief 14 years ago. As a new dean at that time, I did my best to convey to those in attendance my personal commitment to post-secondary education in general and to this university in particular. Arrayed before me at that time were a cross-section of your predecessors, individuals whose personal successes and collective achievements since graduation says much of this university and of the ability and preparedness of its graduates. Yes, we have compelling evidence that there is indeed life after university. Each of you will succeed in your individual and distinctive way, and you develop new identities. One of those new identities will be as an alumnus or alumna of this university. That's my only bit of Latin. As Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences for the first decade of the new millennium, I had the pleasure of reading the names of more than 10,000 graduating students and listening to more than 50 convocation addresses. I learned much from the ingredients of a successful convocation address from the distinguished academic colleagues and prominent citizens who spoke, as I do today, to this assembly. However, I think I learned even more from our students and their friends and families in conversations following convocation. Under the influence of the potent combination of hospitality services, coffee and cakes, opinions of the convocation address were freely offered. 3 messages came through clearly. First, an address must be targeted, otherwise it will not reach its destination. Its passage must be noticeable, that's the second thing, so that an end can be anticipated. And third, and above all, it must be brief, so the spotlight can be moved to the stars of the show, the graduands. And I guess for many people here, there is only one star. I will attempt to follow these rules by directing my brief remarks to three groups: the colleagues who share this stage with me and those who are not here today, family and friends, and finally graduates. Let me say first, though, that these three groups are not as separate as they might first appear. The remarks I'll direct to each group are shaped by my own experiences as a student, as a husband and parent of a student, or as well as by my career as a university teacher and administrator. In what sometimes seems like an earlier lifetime, I was myself a student at 3 different universities. I've also been the spouse of a mature student and the parent of 2 students. I am proud that my family, looking up at me, okay, you have to look up at me now, from the front row today, holds 4 degrees from this university. I wish each student who congregates today the success that my wife and sons have achieved since graduation, and parents and spouses the same deep satisfaction with that success that I feel. Turning figuratively, but not literally, to my colleagues on the stage and to those not present, I urge you to continue to view teaching as an integral part of your search for knowledge. My own experience, shaped over 4 decades of teaching and mentoring, is that understanding of ideas and concepts is progressively deepened through the exercise of explaining them to others. Breakthroughs in understanding can occur in the classroom as well as the laboratory, with inquiring minds of students often acting as the catalyst for eureka moments. In addition to the direct benefits that flow from active engagement with the learning process of students, are the more disparate but undoubtedly greater benefits that flow indirectly from the training of minds. Those minds will, in their time, almost always contribute far more collectively than even the cleverest and most able of university teachers. Take pride, colleagues, in the achievement of your students, and savor those moments when you can encourage creativity and mentor them as they strive for excellence. Family and friends, and especially parents. For you, this is surely a time of mixed emotions. There is undoubtedly great pride in the achievement of your loved one, tempered perhaps by awareness that one stage of life is ending and another beginning. There may be profound relief that fees no longer need to be paid, but a sneaking suspicion that the spare bedroom may, at least for a while, again be spoken for. Regardless, delight in the realization that in all sorts of ways, their success is yours. Beyond the very real need for financial support that most of you have helped to meet, is the sometimes greater need for emotional support and validation. This need you have also met. Even the most able and well-organized student encounters challenges. You have helped them to move through such challenges and to grow stronger in the process. My thanks to you all, but let me thank especially those parents who could not themselves take advantage of a university education. This was certainly true of my own father and mother, who left school at 13 and 14 respectively. Leaps of faith and sacrifice are necessary as generations support the future. Last but not least, graduates. This is the 3rd section. Okay? We're moving along nicely. Some of you will remember this day vividly, others may not, yet others not at all. What is important is that you recognize and hold in your heart at this moment and on the debt owed to your family, to your fellow students, and to those who guided you through the learning process. Few journeys are taken alone, and few fail to have an impact on the traveler. Strive to always do your best. Be patient with others. In a future workplace, you may find yourself disappointed in the performance of a colleague. Try to understand him or her as a person, to appreciate the nature and source of the problems he or she may be encountering. Such a fellow worker will benefit from your understanding and help, but you will probably be the real winner. Being a decent human being never goes out of style. As you move through your careers and the lives that encompass them, keep an open mind. There will always be lessons to be learned. You are well equipped, perhaps even more than you are currently aware, to acquire new knowledge. Seek it out, live to learn. Only the truly ignorant are really confident in the completeness of their knowledge. In closing, I exhort you to share the benefits of your education with others. Make a difference. Be proud of yourself. Make your family, friends, and university even prouder of you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Joseph, for these thoughtful words. And one of the points that I get from this is highlighting the human aspect of all of our responsibilities, whether faculty or parent or students, that in the end, it's the human connections that will matter the most. Those are very useful words to remember. Well, now it's your turn. So, will the graduating class please rise? Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Thank you. Now will members of the graduating class please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to that point in time to present the graduates to you. As Professor Joseph has just said, there may be mixtures of delight, surprise, exaltation, relief, and you may want to express those things as your own special person goes across. That's just fine. Could we ask you please to hold your collective applause until each of the major degree programs has been presented to you. I'll give you a cue when that time comes. My name is John Smithers. I'm the Interim Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Science, and we shall proceed. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Applied Science Honors Program. Sarah Elizabeth Ball. Jacqueline Michelle Bast. Allison Michelle Dijak. Darian Taylor Forney. Jessica Ann Furtado with distinction. Kylie Goslin. Kelsey Lorraine Hart. Deanna Mary Hess with distinction. Denise Jacqueline Marshall. Jessica Nicole Samantha Miselli. Sherilyn O'Reilly. Allison Marie Secco. Allison Emmeline Weir. Ashley Margaret White. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these scholars. And those individual woot moments are okay. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Anastasia Agropoulos. Lucas Theodore Burton with distinction. Star Campanaro. First one. Roxanne Luena Carapsia. Zachary Michael Carlin. Angela Sardina Dunyan. Jennifer Marie Kloss. Callum William Ian Coulihan. Lauren Olivia Daly with distinction. Victoria Lynn Daniel. Jasmine Davis. Deanna De Laurentiis. Sarah Jane Dowding. Laura Maria Downey. Andrew Michael Dreosto. Taylor Harrison Graham. Trevor Thomas Horde. Megan Ashley Howard. Stephen Michael Englis. James Arthur Jewett. Kathleen May Johnson. Annabelle Sotia Kearns. Amanda Kirsten Isabel Noel with distinction. Martin Stephen Lasky. Christopher LaRae Armstrong. Sophie Ann Lovell. Alyssa Marie Malia. Sarah Ann Marion. Andrea Kaylin McLean. Samantha Joyce Louise Morandon. Aditi Mukesh. Tanya Nestoruk. Rebecca Ann Nielsen. Taylor Oakey with distinction. Jenna Brianne Peters. Nicole Blair Rafalovich. Sarah Louise Ranby with distinction. Stephen Gerard Scott Roussel. Christopher Ryan. Madeline Avery Thiel. Nicole Stacy Totis. Hannah Laura Ewell with distinction. Mackenzie Kathleen Vanderloon. Craig David Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate this group of scholars. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Arts General Program. Robin Carol Arnold. Michelle Aubin. Margaret Ruth Barth with distinction. And a fan club. Alex Kevin Bugan. Sydney Bracken. Jessica Taylor Brown. Arthur Castillo. Chloe Elise Kempton Collitz. Yep, got it. Andrew Curry. Okay. Fern Patcherin Dasuda Holtorn. Sarah Ann Dobbin. Jessica Megan Dorado. Kirsten Elizabeth Dorcott. Sarah Edmondson. Adam Estrella. Laura Guthrow. Mallory Joy Green. Lucia Antonia Hackett. Kellys Haller. Alicia Kegels. Cassandra Kiniski. Melissa Lewis. Casey Candace Masters. Melena McDermott. Adam McKissick. Laura Marie Milico. Travis Moffett. Hillary Moore. Susan Patton. Rachel Margaret Rakosi. Freya Wendella Erickson Sayer. Kristen Jane Shields. Jessica Ann Slattery. Lauren Ann Tankel. Angela Michelle Thibert. Tessa Ona Vasquez. Shannon Worstrow. Haley Rhodes Whitaker. Farhana Nafisas Yunus. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these scholars. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Adam John Burson. Andrea Christina Carlia. Scott Gary Gardner. Ian Samuel Howe. Carl J. Saunders. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate this group of scholars.
Good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Schmidt. I'm the Associate Dean Academic of the Ontario Agricultural College. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College that she may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Bioresource Management Honors Program. Cassie Megan Joyce. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors Program. Kai Lee. Chioting Liu. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Landscape Architecture Honors Program. Robert Lucas Mollett. Ana Maria Torres Gomez. Thomas Stephen Zane. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours Program. Brendan Joseph Bertrand. Stephen Gore. Gorley. Ryan Allen Russell Gorley. Jessica Kortlev. Angela Elaine Robertson. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College that she may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Science in Agriculture Honours Program. Jennifer Elizabeth Leslie with distinction. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Sciences Honours Program. Nigel Euclid George Holgate. Erin Patricia Roberts with distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating this group of scholars.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Well, graduates, you've done it. Congratulations to you. My name is Serge Desmarais. I'm the acting provost and vice president academic. And I have the pleasure of providing you with some final remarks. Trust me, they'll be short. You don't have to worry. Nobody wants to stop you from taking pictures and enjoying your evening. So today, we came together to celebrate an important transition in your life. And it is easy to think of this as the end of a process, with days of studying, exams, and assignment now over. But your process of learning did not begin here at the University of Guelph, nor will it end today when you exit the room, take lots of photos, and celebrate in the company of family and friends. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong learning process during which your education, the education that you received here at the University of Guelph, both inside and outside of the class, will serve you well. We hope that we've succeeded in opening your eyes to the complexity of life and to the multitudes of perspectives based on culture, upbringing, and experience. We hope that we've given you a glimpse of a greater knowledge of the world around us, of how humans interact with each other, for good and for bad, of art, of science and history, of the importance of caring for one another and for the planet we live on, and of all those things that you've learned and researched and studied. Remember that the education you have received provides you with opportunity and responsibility. On one hand, it allows you the capacity to take advantage of opportunities that serve your personal goals. But on the other hand, it highlights your responsibility to play an important role in civil society, whether it's local, national, or international. So I'd like to make a challenge. I'd like to challenge you to become active participants in the world around you. The world needs you to help resolve serious societal issues. We need you to make informed decisions that can take into account the complexity of the global world. And we definitely need you to apply your knowledge and energy and enthusiasm to address increasingly complex social issues. But of course, dealing with these problems, these very important problems, will not be easy. Many of us feel that a single person's effort will not resolve the complexity of the world's problems. But if not you, or if not us, then who will do it? Your university education has provided you with critical skills to answer complex questions. It has provided you with ways to research, communicate, inform, and influence. It's now up to you to put this knowledge to good use and to make your mark on the world around you. And as you make that mark, remember that the University of Guelph has become a small part of who you are, and that you have also become an important part of our collective history. Your association with the University of Guelph is lifelong. Know that you are always welcome here, welcome to return, to visit, to learn more, to continue sharing in this vibrant community of learning. We are proud of your achievements, and on behalf of the entire University of Guelph community, I offer you my personal congratulations and best wishes for an exciting and successful future. And now I have some final kind of operational things to talk about. So today, as President Vaccarino noted, we host 5 convocations. This is the 4th. We're getting tired, so you know. And as soon as you've all departed from the hall, we will reset for the next set of graduates who are anxiously waiting to enter the hall. So we'd like you to depart through the doors on either side of the stage after the platform party has left the stage, so that we can admit guests for the next ceremony who will come through the doors at the back of the hall. And we thank you for your cooperation on that. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that following convocation, the college deans will host a reception for all graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall. And this is an opportunity to congratulate the graduates, and we hope that you can attend this event, or you can arrange to attend with your family and friends. And after you've taken all the photos that you require, and please take a lot because you'll have to remember this day, very silly hair, really cool shoes, and everything like that. After you've taken all those photos, we would like the graduates to return their gowns fairly quickly, we need them fairly soon, to the tent outside directly behind War Memorial Hall. So on this, congratulations, graduates. We're all very proud of your accomplishments, and I will leave the final few words to President Vaccarino.
3 words. Convocation is dismissed. Well done. Thank you.